Hello, Scott, KI5CZU. I'm doing a real quick video. I showed you in a previous video how I set up my eBay Pi-Star jumbo spot that I bought, how I configured it. When I bought it, it didn't work with the instructions that they gave me, so I just started from scratch. I watched some videos online and learned some tips from some other guys, and just thought I would share with you my screenshots of how I have mine set up. So we're going to go to configuration, which I'm already in right here, and the first thing you need to know is if you're operating in simplex or duplex mode. I put mine in simplex. I use the MMDVM host controlled software. I use this hotspot with DMR only, so I've got DMR set. You can set every mode, D-Star and all that stuff in there, but I've been told if you have more than two checked that it has a little problem switching back and forth. Go down to the general configuration. I got my call sign, my DMR ID, my transmit and receive frequency, my longitude, latitude, my city, my state. On the QRZ, if you hit auto over here, it'll automatically put your call sign in there. Important to know what type of modem your Pi-Star has sitting on top of it. Mine has the MMDVM_HS Raspberry Pi hat, the STM32. That's important. There's a whole bunch of them that you can pick, so you just have to know which one you have. I got my node set to public, my time zone set to Mexico City. My dashboard language is English. I've got my DMR configured to Brandmeister United States 3101. My color code is 1. In my setup video I had set it to 2 and thought that that's how I had everything set up in my code plug, but it was on 1, so I had to go back and change it. My firewall is configured in dashboard access as public, and then my Wi-Fi is set up to my home Wi-Fi with this particular hotspot. If you didn't watch the long video of me setting it up, I had to go to the Pi-Star website, and I had to go to the Pi-Star tools and go to the Wi-Fi builder, and I had to put my Wi-Fi SSID number in there and my password. And when you do that, it'll create a file for you. Now, reading here, it says if you leave it blank, it'll make it available to open networks. I haven't tried that, but anyway, I put my SSID and my password in there and hit submit, and it makes a little file, and you save it right onto the little SD card that goes into your hotspot, right into the boot directory of that particular SD card. And when you put it back in and it starts back up, it'll find your hotspot or your Wi-Fi. And that's the only way I've gotten mine to work. I can't get it to work with two different Wi-Fi's, so I can't take this and put it in my car and it will find it. So I'm gonna have to get some more cards and format them and set them all up and have one for every vehicle that I use my hotspot in. Which I only need a couple. I've got a couple of phones and a couple of iPads, and so that'll just be a little bit of inconvenience. I also have an open spot too that I usually use in the car, so I'll probably just keep using the open spot, and I'll just use this one here at home, and that way I don't have to mess with it. Anyway, I hope this helps. Again, if you have any problems and you have an Anytone, make sure that you go up into Expert, the MMDVM host. Don't mess with anything in here other than go down here to the modem, look at the RF offset and the TX offset, and see what it's set to. When you get one of these hotspots, it normally will have written on there a sticker or something that to tell you what the offsets are. It may be on a piece of paper with the instructions. It may be on a label underneath the motherboard like mine was. It was underneath the motherboard of the Raspberry Pi. And it said 500, and that's what I set, and my radio would not transmit or receive with those numbers in there. When I set them back to 0, it works perfectly. So that's just with an Anytone. I hear a lot of people have that problem. So hopefully that will help you out. I hope this video helps someone. I'm learning. I'm a new tech. I've only been a tech for a couple of months, and I picked up a DMR radio, and I pulled my hair out the first couple of weeks because I didn't know what I was doing. But I'm learning. I'm watching a lot of videos. I'll give a shout out to Chris Andrews. He has a website, web page. I watch a lot of his videos here on YouTube. I also watch a lot of I think it's K6UDA. He has a very good site. He's a police officer, and I'm a police officer, retired, and well, I kind of get his humor, so I watch a lot of his stuff. Anyway, hope this video helps, and if you have any questions or comments, just put them in the comments section. Like my page. I'm trying to get this page built up. I'm going to start putting more videos online as I learn things for new hams. Thanks a lot. 73s to you. KI5CZU signing off.